We would be honored if you would join us.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Bonus Points, episode 88. Two deuces, as the kids say, you know what I mean?
As the kids say.
The kids are saying that today, and it is a frightful all Christmas Eve.
It is Christmas Eve.
It's Christmas Eve, and I think you know it's Christmas Eve when it's snowing. So
Yep,
it's...
look outside and it's snowing in Goodyear, Arizona.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy.
It's truly Christmas Eve, where across the entirety of the USA, including Goodyear, Arizona, it is snowing.
Yeah.
And now,
it's a work of God.
Do you actually live in Goodyear, Arizona?
Yeah, like Goodyear, Buckeye, Arizona.
Buckeye?
Yeah, so Buckeye is kind of where I go to school. It's like a farming town, kind of. And Goodyear's more like the suburbs, I guess. And I kind of live like in like, do you guys have like, I don't know what you'd call them, like sort of like towns, like, or small like suburban areas that are like kind of their own thing, and like they kind of have like
no, I don't
like they're secluded and
no,
like I don't know. I'm not explaining it very well. But I live in this like small like area called Estrella, which is kind of like borderline
Australia.
Buckeye, and actually I do live in Australia. It's borderline Goodyear, Buckeye, Arizona.
Gotcha. Okay. So,
Yeah.
did you have a choice to go to either school, or was there like kind of only one school?
Well, so like so I go to this high school, and there are multiple, but at the time, like when I went to middle school, there were two like middle school branches under that high school. One was the Buckeye middle school, one was the Goodyear middle school. I went to the Goodyear one. That's why I say I live in Goodyear.
Interesting. Now, I'm glad that we took a bad bit that we had to re-record this entire video for, and we made it even worse somehow.
No, I mean, at least this one's over quickly. I mean,
the other one went on way too long.
Ran on a long time.
Yeah, so...
At least we're getting this one out of the way.
Yeah, I just also want to point out to everyone, yes, we did... I'm sorry, guys, you missed out on a good bit. We had a Grinch opener. We opened with the Grinch, finally. It took 13 episodes, but we finally opened with the Grinch yet again. But you guys are going to have to miss it, because it was a bad bit.
It was really hard getting him on the show. And then when Roger's mic wasn't working, we were like, hey, sorry for the delay, like, sorry for the issues. Would you mind recording another episode? And he was like, I'm sorry, I got things to do.
Yeah, he was like, listen, I came on for a guaranteed hour, and after the first 3 minutes, you guys already fucked it up. Like, come on. What's Jim Carrey? Come on, Jim Carrey's Grinch. Come on, man. No, it wasn't Jim Carrey.
He played the Grinch.
Was it Jim Carrey?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think.
Because I know Mike Myers played the Cat in the Hat, which is a meme now. That's a meme. I know someone. He
did play the Grinch. He did play
Jim
the
Carrey.
Grinch. Yeah.
Okay, so we're good. Okay, cool.
Nice save thing.
Yeah, but yeah. All right, Caleb, you know what this is?
Roger.
This is a show where every single week Caleb and I come from around
week in and week out.
Week in and week out, we're here busting it out, busting it open for you. Until those fateful few months that we don't. But we don't talk about those.
No.
So it's a show where Caleb and I come from across the globe if you go the wrong way, and we discuss and bring to you pop culture nerdy nummies. That's another show.
Nummies.
Nerdy Nummies. That's actually a really great show.
What a name. Great show. What a great name.
Yeah, I never really thought about it like that until you laughed like that, so.
I mean, like, I don't think it's like I didn't mean to take it that way. It's just kind of a bad name in general. I don't know.
Now, I don't want YouTube Federation to get down on our ass, because apparently It is very hard.
We have said things 10 times worse.
Now, dude, here's what I'm saying, right? We have to play it super freaking safe this episode. We have to play
last episode we didn't publish it,
now,
but I went a bit too hard.
Okay, for sure, Caleb, yes you did. Caleb was so spicy, and I was talking to Alex O'Neill about this. I was like, Caleb is so spicy, and I don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. And he's like, oh god, Caleb's spicy boy. And I was like,
for
yes.
reference, I tried to get myself blackballed out of the industry.
Yep, not a good idea. Nope.
Thankfully, Roger didn't take the time to edit the episode, so I'm still here, I guess.
Yeah, and also, you said we did some role reversal in the beginning of the episode, and Caleb took an ish on my life. So that was...
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
That was it's a good bit, but...
yeah.
Good bit.
Good bit. We can do it again if you want.
It's been a rough few weeks. Caleb.
Roger.
You got that good news for me?
Speaking of bad names, nerdy nummies, a new Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse trailer drop. Now, for clarification, when you told me the name, you told me that it was animated Spider-Man.
Not my fault.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Not my first fault. It was originally reported as such, and then I think it was one of the I think it was Phil Lord tweeted out, no, it is not called, does not have animated in the title. So it was a common
animated.
It was a common misconception. I would have believed it because Sony is petty as hell and they don't want anything to mess up the brand. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Despite that, I mean, Spider-Verse, I know it's an established sort of thing within the Spider-Man comics universe,
but it
still
sounds
a bit
corny.
Like it's corny. Yeah, like I don't think it's a strong name by any means, especially coming off the back of Spider-Man Homecoming. But despite the name, the trailer itself is wonderful.
Oh my god, yeah. This is, I probably think, the best trailer that I've seen this year. And here's the thing. Now we talk about all this bullcrap, right? And I know we're gonna get to it. We skipped last week, so we're not. I don't know where we are, but the Infinity War trailer came out. And everyone out there, everywhere out there is so into this trailer. That's not a good trailer. I don't like that trailer. I think it's boring. I think there isn't really anything interesting going on in it. I think it's completely not enough fan service. It's just generic things.
Not enough fan service out of the Marvel Infinity War trailer.
No, okay, sorry. That was a missay. I meant to say that I think that everyone... I just don't like this trailer, guys. I don't think it's great.
Rewatched it a bit. I mean, I
don't think it's as exciting. It didn't get me as excited. I don't think it's a great trailer. I think it could have done interesting things. Like the Thor Ragnarok trailer is a really great example. Like that's a really great trailer. But like Infinity War just seems to me like it was just generic, like big action movie things. I think that's not what makes Marvel movies special. I think that they are a little bit more than that. So I think marketing it like a generic AAA, movie, like a massive movie, I think it was kind of like a weird thing. Like I think they should have kind of more focused on the combination of people more than just here is a basic thing of basic people fighting and doing things.
No, I feel like they did, because like at the opening, like I'm watching it now, you see like the Vision and Scarlet Witch, and like they're having a good time, and I mean. I see what you're saying, especially coming off the back of that really, really strong Spider-Man Homecoming trailer.
Oh my god, yeah.
Which was kind of weird because it was split into two, like, weird, like, segments. But the opening where it showed, like, more of the high school relationship, the high school side of things. But I still think they do a really good job of balancing, like, oh, here's Spider-Man. Oh, here's Iron Man. And Doctor Strange is here, too. And, like... Captain America is cool because he has a beard, and then like at the end, like you get the Guardians of the Galaxy, and like.
But that's the thing that you just hit the nail on the head for me, is that it felt like, oh, this guy's in the movie too. Oh, you thought this guy wasn't? He was in the movie too. Oh, they're in the movie. Like, that's what it felt like, and that's, like, not what I am excited about in Infinity War, because I'm excited about, like, a few things that caught my eye throughout, like, the entire, like, inception of it. First things first, that you have these amazing combinations of people. One of the first concept arts that they showed was a long-haired Thor with Rocket Raccoon, and, like, that, like, a buddy cop like scene like blew my mind. Like that was a cool idea. So I think that they should have focused on that more. And then the second prong is that you have these interesting worlds, and also the main story behind this is it's going to be a heist movie. So like I think that those are the two elements that are more interesting than these guys are the movies.
I mean, I guess one, I don't think. Now you mentioned that it's a heist movie. I definitely don't think it's going to be a heist movie in the same way, at least, that like Ant-Man was a heist movie.
Well, that's how it was pitched from the directors.
Maybe, but watching this trailer, like at least the Ant-Man trailers kind of reflected that. Watching this trailer, you see a giant fight scene with like the entire country of Wakanda, and I don't know Marvel that well, so and like a giant army, like I don't see, like, and I understand how it might be a heist movie, but it's definitely not a heist movie in the same way that like Ant-Man's a heist movie, or I don't think it qualifies like solely as a heist movie. But then on top of that, I feel like the special part of that about the movie is seeing those interactions with like the Guardians of the Galaxy and like everybody else, and like seeing those interactions might spoil it a bit. Like I like that's what I'm excited to go into this movie and see, and I don't want to have any of those like fun, like charming moments spoiled from the trailer.
Sure.
I don't know, and maybe that's just me. Like I feel like it's enough to say like, hey, all of these guys are in the movie. Here you see like just a brief second of Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy, and you know they're there. You know that everybody's together, and like Spider-Man's gonna be in it, and he's still a high schooler. Like he sees what's going on like from a school bus. Isn't that cool? But like you don't really see any of the interactions, and so like that's kind of like what I like about the trailer, because it doesn't really. It gives me enough, but leaves enough it like for the movie that like I'm sold. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
And that makes sense. I think the spoiler thing is something that I kind of just like it just kind of flew my mind. But I think that I don't know. For me, it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way because it felt like very overdramatic and like just like. I don't know. It just felt like. That's fair. It just felt like a cookie cutter. If I were to think like what would the generic Infinity War trailer be, it would be that. And that's what I think, because I think that a lot of superhero movie trailers at least have been very creative as of recently. Going back the last like 5 years, like I think that there could have been something interesting with that. Same thing with Justice League trailers, like those things, like those are just like they're these massive set pieces that should be like these pinnacle of trailers, and they just end up not doing that. So I don't know. That's my whole thing. I'm glad that they're going it this way at least, and not like the spoiler heavy way that a lot of other movies are going. Yeah. So that's good at least. But I'm just saying, like, again, to go back to the point, to the topic, that I think that the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is really fantastic as a trailer. Yeah. And I just wanted to bring up the fact that I feel like the other Avengers trailer that everyone loves isn't in comparison. I think they're null and void. I think it's just a really fantastic like. Perfect 1 minute trailer that is everything that I think that I wanted, just to kind of like soothe my worriedness about this a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean that trailer is wonderful. Like seeing it did what I wanted it to do, and like that's show off like the art style, which is perfect. Like it's so fluid and so colorful, and it's like a watercolor painting. It's so stylish. Yeah, and it's perfect for an animated Miles Morales Spider-Man movie. Like it's everything. Like the movement looks wonderful. And now what I felt this trailer was kind of lacking was like a glimpse into the story. And I know like I just got off talking about like spoilers and stuff like that. But I felt like we could have gotten a bit more, other than like Miles Morales knows that there are other Spider-Men, I guess. Yeah. Like I don't know, but like I have confidence and Phil Lord and Chris Miller that the story will be fine. So I guess I'm not that worried, but I would like to see more. Yeah. But speaking, like, the trailer's only a minute long, and that's perfect, because like I think I've seen this trailer like probably 15 times now. Which is like I wouldn't do the same thing for like I didn't watch the Infinity War trailer more than, I don't know, 5 times maybe. Yeah. It is, and it's like, because it's so different. Like it isn't like necessarily like you're just taking in the animation, then you're taking in the art style, then you're taking in like the character, and like I think that my favorite part of the trailer is that realizing that not many people actually know who Miles Morales is.
And I was like, oh yeah,
yeah, which is crazy.
But like we're super nerds and like we know who these people are, but like people outside, like I showed my little brother, and I was like showing it to because I wanted to show him the art style, and then when Miles Morales took off his mask, he like gasped, and I was like, whoa! I was like, oh wait a minute, you don't know anything about this. So I think that is a really that's another part of the trailer that is really cool, is that it just explores how there is multiple Spider-Men, and like I think that's the thing that it does right about the story and the first trailer, is that they got ahead of everything and it showed the audiences and the general audience that's going to be watching this and introduces them to the idea that there are multiple Spider-Men, which is something that not necessarily isn't talked about in Marvel. A lot of times, it's mostly like, okay, we know there's like different universes and Earths and Flash, you know what I mean? Because we watched that show, so that's something that I think that they got ahead of the game, and I think that was really interesting.
Yeah, like Miles Morales is one of the biggest characters in the comics right now, but as far as like the cinematic universe, which is like definitely the forward-facing like image for Marvel, like non-existent outside of like a tiny like reference from Donald Glover's character. So yeah, I definitely think it's cool. I love the costume. Like the costume's wonderful with the like spray painted on Spider-Man symbol, and then the Jordan 1s, like, and then perfect.
He still has this intricate mask, and it's just like
I guess like
no, it's not a negative.
Like,
it's just funny. I just like it.
Yeah, I love the costume so much.
Me too.
Like I don't know. But yeah, the trailer, like, it's nothing but positives right now.
Yeah, especially
so
that art good. Style. Oh my god, it has a stop motion-y, framey thing, which I like.
Yeah, which they kind of like pioneered with like the Lego movie to a certain extent, and then you saw movies like the Peanuts movie kind of aped that style, and so did like the Charlie Brown, the Captain Underpants movie.
Oh yeah.
Did the same thing.
Yeah, because I think it's interesting, and like this is just another step forward for them. And I just one last thing, one little rant is that I hate the Sony Animations Pictures logo. It's the worst logo in the history. It just looks like it's made to be in front of like shitty like Smurfs movies, and like seeing it in front of the Spider-Man, like this dope movie, was like super jarring. It was like oh, you know, Paramount Pictures and Sony Pictures Animation. It's just like, ugh, kill me.
I guess, yeah.
I thought that was a super niche, dumb thing to shit on, but. Yeah, I hate that logo. It's like, it looks like a third grader drew it up. But yeah, kill.
Yeah. Moving on. We're gonna go in. Let's move on to the Game Awards.
Okay. Couldn't go in order. Nope.
No, I can't, even if my life depended on it.
Dick.
A bright spot in this weekend's events. What were your overall impressions of the Game Awards?
This year's or in general?
Yeah, this year's.
This year's was great. I thought it was really good. I thought it was really solid. I think it went really fast. I think that, you know, we'll talk about this in a bit, but, you know, comparison to the PlayStation experience, you really get to see what a good show is. It was really tight. It knew what it was. It had, of course, it had the generic, like, you know, person in the back, like, oh, you know, now we have an ad from blah, blah, blah. Like, it had the generic eBay. Oh, buy yourself a 1070 for like $10 off. Like, cool, like it has those moments, but that's I think ingrained in it. You need to have it in order to afford to make this show. I thought it was really genuine. I think it was a really solid show and had some really funny moments.
Yeah, you mentioned it being like a tight like show that knew what it was, and I definitely felt the same thing. But then like I was watching the Thursday night football game like alongside it, and they are literally the same length. Like it was.
Oh really?
It was a long like show, like really long.
Last year's was really long too. Which the Game Awards
has always been. Yeah, it's always been that way. But it's still impressive because they do show so much, and it doesn't really feel like there's a lull. So despite the advertisements, but yeah, so we saw Fortnite 50 vs 50 mode. Have you played Fortnite at all?
Yeah, I played a little bit of it. My little brother plays it a lot though. I thought it was fun.
I saw that. Okay.
Like it's nothing big. Have you played it?
No. My dad and my brother like it though.
It's the free version of PUBG.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best way to put it. I mean, it's fine. Like, it does itself good, but it's, again, the free version of PUBG.
Yeah. Speaking of PUBG, we saw the new desert map, which is live on the test server right now. Have you played it at all?
No, I haven't. Have you?
I downloaded it, and I'm going to play it after the show, but I haven't played it yet. I'm very excited to try it out, though.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I haven't seen anything from it, really, other than the trailer.
Yeah. We got a new look at A Way Out.
Oh my god!
That presentation was amazing.
Yeah, it was honestly, like, everyone was like joking around about it. I thought that was the cringiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, like, I thought it was cringy as well. Like, and like, my brother, who's not very into games, or not into the games industry, really into games, probably plays games more than I do. I guess just had it up on like his monitor, like, in his room, and came out to the living room. I was just watching on my phone, and he was like, did you just see that? Like, that was kind of like insane. Like yeah, that was like, and like, I guess that the guy's kind of like legendary for it, I guess, but like, it was just like kind of like just weird to me, and I felt bad for Jeff Keighley.
Yeah, I felt really bad for Jeff Keighley because he was like no way out for that. Like, you don't you either shut down a games industry veteran or whatever who like is really great, or you just go with it and your entire show is screwed off course.
Yeah. Yeah, and so it was weird seeing the Twitter reaction from that. But I mean, all the more power to you, I guess.
Yeah.
I like that. He seems like a positive force within the industry, I guess. Like, he's definitely championing like something new.
Did you see my retweet last night?
No, I didn't.
Shout out to Plank Fan, who is the dopest human being ever. And he has the best Twitter account. But he found this tweet from Jeff Keighley that says, "Congrats to Joseph Fares on Brothers, a really special game with innovative mechanics." and then he responds, "Thanks, man," or whatever. Like, I don't know. I just found that very funny at the moment. Yeah,
that's good. But yeah, I guess he's a positive force within the industry. So I mean, all the more power to him.
Yeah, he's.
We saw. Go on.
No, I was just gonna say it was just funny. Like, I saw some people getting a little angry about it. Like, oh, you don't have to bash. Which was like, it was fine. Like, I don't care. Like the Oscars are screwed up anyway. Like, there's so many problems with the Oscars. Like,
I was gonna say, like, you can't have this show that like completely misses like all like so many performances from like diverse cast. Like their nominations, like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And you can't have that, and you can't say that the Oscars is good. You can't get mad at him for saying screw the Oscars.
Yeah.
And then like say that that's wrong in any way. So,
no, yeah, the Oscars deserve it for sure. Like, they're not a perfect institution, and they have tons of problems. And I didn't look at it necessarily as him tearing it down. I think it was more of him building up the Game Awards for what it is, and how good it is. He feels like in terms of compared to the Oscars or anything big. I think everyone already knows how shitty the Oscars are. So
yeah. We saw a From Software tease at the very beginning of the show.
I missed that. Yeah, I was it like a Bloodborne-esque thing?
It looked Bloodborne-esque. It was like 15 seconds, and I was for sure that we were gonna get like a one last thing, like announcement at like PSX or something.
Oh, for sure,
like
yeah,
that.
Me too.
And then they just didn't show anything, which was really weird and leads me to believe that it might not be something Bloodborne,
or it's something multi-platform that isn't necessarily with Sony. Maybe it's a Nintendo thing.
Like, yeah, they did say they were working with Nintendo.
Yeah.
When the Switch had that like third-party like developer thing.
Yeah. What's up, Reese?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Reese.
Shout out to Reese.
One
time.
Copper of all things supreme.
Copper of all things supreme.
We saw Vacation Simulator. Spiritual successor to a job simulator.
Spiritual successor.
Looked funny.
I think just successor.
yeah, that's fine. We saw In the Valley of the Gods, spiritual successor to Firewatch.
For sure. Not Ali Moss artistically created, but still looks amazing.
Which stinks, but it's still like really pretty. I mean, like, fine by me, I guess.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild expansion.
That's bonkers.
out that day.
How big is it?
Crazy cool. I don't know. It's we knew this was coming by the end of the year. And this is like their like story DLC. I want to play it, but I'm gonna replay Breath of the Wild on my Switch, and so I'm just gonna wait until I'm done playing through Breath of the Wild on Switch to get the expansion. But from what I hear, it's fairly big. I don't know how people feel about it though. I've been seeing some negative things about like
really?
the first dungeons and like difficulty. But
do you know how long it is?
No idea.
Interesting.
I don't know, but it's $20. I don't know. Soul Calibur 6 announcement.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. That was buck wild.
Yeah, are you happy about that? Like, I've never played Soul Calibur.
I've never played Soul Calibur. I've only known it as really the deepest that I've known Soul Calibur is that there's a reference to it in Frank Ocean's music. But I'm happy that people are happy. That was a really cool. It was weird. It was one of those things that like I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, that's probably gonna come back real soon, right? And then it just happened. So like,
yeah,
you know, like I feel like you always have those few things where you're like, that we haven't seen that in a bit, and it just comes back.
And then it comes back. Yeah, and I mean there were rumors about it before the show.
Oh, okay.
I think they announced like the 6th iteration in a big franchise is coming. And
yeah, that was a huge. That was a weird rumor that like started from a Kotaku podcast, and then Kotaku, like Jason Schreier made a whole like post explaining like how that's a flawed rumor, and it ended up happening, which is weird.
Yeah, but people were thinking like, is it Elder Scrolls? Like all these different theories. But no, I'm happy for the Soul Calibur fans.
Yeah, me too.
One of my more well-liked announcements from the show, Bayonetta 3 got announced.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I'm really happy for Bayonetta fans. I've never played a Bayonetta game. Maybe I'll pick up the like cool bundle that they have on Switch
which
for
is
the
awesome.
first 2 games. Which is it, and they've always been really good about that. Like if you bought Bayonetta 2 on Wii U, just buying Bayonetta 2, it came with a copy of Bayonetta 1.
Which is awesome.
Which is really cool. And then it's nice to see that they're bringing the first 2 games to Switch, and it's like cheap too. Like it's $30 or $40. I think
really?
It's $30 actually.
That's really good.
Which is really cool. And then it's nice that they like. I don't know how those games continue to be made. Like they have a really big like cult following, but not really mass market, and so it's nice that Nintendo's like allowing them to continue to make these games.
Yeah, I think it's one of those rare gems that just continuously is just gonna just keep on pumping it out as much as because people love that series. Like I think that's an instant like sizable amount of money, and that's also an instant like fan happiness.
It's a crowd pleaser.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like fan appreciation.
Oh, for sure.
And then we got that Death Stranding trailer.
Yeah. Sorry, to go back real quick. For some reason, with the whole platinum thing, I for sure, for some reason, thought that they bought the rights to Scalebound.
No, weren't they making that game to begin with?
Huh?
No, wait. Who bought the rights to Scalebound? Nintendo?
Or Nintendo or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Platinum, I think, was making that game. Like, I think that was a Platinum game.
Oh, I think the opening of the thing was like it's a Nintendo thing. So like that's the reason I thought it. Then I saw Platinum and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, he said, oh, a new Platinum game, and then Nintendo logo came up. So that's the reason why. And I was like, they totally bought Scalebound, and like that would
have been insane.
Imagine, no, because for some reason, like in my mind, like Scalebound has been like is almost done, like.
Yeah, same here. Like I feel like that game's like relatively far along.
Yeah, it seemed like it just needed a year or two, like maybe a year.
Yeah,
like it seemed like it just needed a few like polishing, but like I guess they didn't see like paying that another 6 months or a year worth of development.
It's weird.
It's interesting. Yeah, I think that's a game that I would love to see like come back. I think it's a perfect like PlayStation game for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like even if we saw like Capcom develop it or something, or like publish it or something.
Yeah, I don't know if they have the cash for that anymore, but
yeah,
we'll see.
Bless them.
Jesus Christ, bless
Capcom.
Sorry.
And that Death Stranding trailer though.
Yeah. What did you think about it?
What were your thoughts? I loved it. Like now I understand what people are saying with like just show us the gameplay, but like I mean,
nah,
Kojima
fam.
has.
I'm all about this.
Yeah, like Kojima has had such a solid record of like strong gameplay and like in all of his games, and like these trailers are so like bonkers crazy, like off the walls. Like, just give more to me. Like, I love seeing this. I don't know what any of it means. I don't really care to watch the like, oh, let's rewind every single Death Stranding trailer and compare them all. And like, I don't really care for that, just because like I like having like what I think it's about like in my head, and like just having that pure vision or whatever. I think like they're really funny. Like, in a way, like I love the baby and his. And
he puts the thumb up.
Yeah, giving the thumb up, like out of the mouth, and like you hear the audible like pop. Like, that was really funny.
They're just crazy trailers, and like there's nothing wrong about that. I don't think I'm totally down for them not showing us gameplay in the next 2 years. Like if they just come out with these like every year, like I'm down. Like, here's the thing:
isn't this game coming out next year?
I doubt it. I don't think they've ever put a date on it. If I'm crazy or not. Also, to all the video watchers, yes, I did. I was just playing with a thing of Taco Bell fire sauce, and it did explode all over my hand. And yes, I did. And yes, I did lick it up.
Oh yeah,
give me that. But
no, there's no date yet.
Yeah, exactly. So
2019 at the
what I'm saying is that I think that we need to let Kojima be Kojima. There's been years where he was not Kojima. He was being kidnapped by Konami. And I think that we have freed him, so now let him have his art project. Let him have his time. Let him be. He doesn't need to crap out another game for you. Like, let him have some fun. He's giving you content way more than a lot of other games. Like, okay, yeah, you're talking all this crap about Kojima showing you gameplay. Huh? Where's Dead Island 2, huh? Tell me that mystery.
Dead Island 2?
Tell me that mystery.
Dead Island 2? I think that game's out, Roger. Like, I think I can buy that game on Steam.
Nope, you can't.
Right now.
You actually can't. There's Dead Island 1, there's Dead Island Riptide, there's Dead Island Epidemic, which is the MOBA.
No, okay.
Dead
I
Island 2.
I was thinking Dead Island Riptide. Yeah, Dead Island 2. That game's canned. Like, I don't think that game's ever coming out.
So what I'm trying to say is...
What about, like, Red Dead Redemption? That game's coming out next spring.
Okay, listen to me.
No gameplay.
All I'm saying is that we need to ask the real questions. We are talking to the puppets. You know what I mean?
Do you want that game?
What? Dead Island 2?
Yeah.
No, but I'm telling everyone that they need to be...
then I mean, like,
shut up,
really
Caleb,
yeah.
We talked about this.
Like, I feel if we don't ask, like, those developers will continue to get paid, and, like... But, like, the moment we bring up, like, oh, you guys are still paying them to make that game, like...
Free money... Wait, hold on. Free money in the video game industry? That doesn't exist.
But
that doesn't...
like, if we bring notice to the fact that that game's still being developed, then they're all gonna get
See,
so just let them develop it in silence.
So what I'm saying is that I think that 30 years from now, we're gonna be looking back like, oh my god, we still haven't gotten Half-Life 3, right? Oh my god, we still haven't gotten, StarCraft Space Ghost bullshit, whatever game that everyone wanted for like 3 seconds. Yeah. And then someone's just gonna come out of nowhere and be like, hey, whatever happened to Dead Island 2? and then it's gonna be this huge like no clip documentary, because No Clip is now a TV show on ESPN.
Seriously?
Yeah, no, I didn't mean seriously. I was talking about the future.
Oh,
Jesus
man,
Christ!
Roger, I thought I missed something.
God, never mind, my bit's done now.
Yeah, sorry, I ruined it. That trailer's kind of cool though.
Yeah,
the graphics are good. Man, that's weird. Early this year, they said that game's still being worked on, May 8th.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Deep Silver? What's Deep Silver up to? Do they still do stuff?
Yeah, they do.
Huh. Homefront: The Revolution.
That was a big hit.
Thank you. Oh, they're working on Metro, I guess.
Metro Boomin wants some more!
But yeah, I think overall, the Game Awards is really good.
Yeah,
like
really solid.
Wonderful. Yeah, I still don't think, like, and I know this is just like more of a personal thing for us. The best announcement I think they've ever had
was the Batman one, right?
Was the Batman?
Yeah,
like,
that was
Telltale, like
every year I wait, because I feel like for some reason, because they had the Batman thing, that they're gonna announce another Batman game at the Game Awards, and I wait every year patiently. It never happens.
Yeah,
depression.
Huh. They showed, so like the Game Awards has like a really soft spot in my heart because like my dad took me to the first one.
Yeah, I remember
it was
that.
like a cool Christmas gift. That was so dope.
Yeah,
saw Hideo Kojima on stage.
No, but you also saw the man, the myth, the legend, Randy Pitchford.
Yeah,
and his son.
And his son.
We saw the.
Never forget.
Never forget his son. I'm
so glad nobody's ever seen like that episode of Bonus Points.
Yeah,
kind of like crap on his son.
Did we?
No, I think we
crapped on
him, but like raised him up. Like
yeah, we're like you could be better. No, we didn't. We didn't say this. I don't remember what we said.
I don't. We talked about like his sense of style or something like that.
Yeah, it was fun.
But like, yeah, and like. I don't know, but like at that show they showed like the first ever Breath of the Wild gameplay.
Oh yeah,
which is like such a huge moment for me. And then like they had Imagine Dragons come out, which like I mean like I like their songs. I don't go out of my way to listen to them. But then they played like the Legend of Zelda like medley kind of,
yeah.
And like it was just like oh that was such an amazing moment.
Yeah,
and that was a really good like Game Awards show.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
that was a really good, solid first one.
Yeah, like Hideo Kojima, Breath of the Wild. I remember they had like that subtle Star Fox tease where they were like, "Yeah, this game's gonna come out before Breath of the Wild in like 2015."
Wait, was that Game Awards the one where we got the Phantom Pain bullshit?
No, that was like the one I think where like. No, because I don't know. That's weird because I watched Jeff Keighley say like on TV. I watched him say like, "I'm sorry, but Hideo Kojima can't like come because like Kojima's not or Konami's not letting him." I think this was before the Phantom Pain even came out.
That's what I'm saying. Is this the Phantom Pain?
Yeah,
was it the Phantom Pain release thing, or was that?
Yeah, I guess. I'll look up one. Yeah, I think this was the Phantom Pain like release.
Interesting. Yeah. Anything else? You want to move on?
Yeah, we can move on.
Sure.
Speaking on the opposite side of the spectrum, PlayStation Experience presents. That was a thing.
Not a big fan of that. Also, it was not. That was the fake Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain bullshit. Was revealed at the Spike 2012 Game Awards.
Oh no! I thought you meant like I didn't know you meant that like the where it was like where it said the Phantom Pain like people overlaid like Metal Gear Solid 5 like into the letters or whatever. Yeah. No, I didn't know that that's what you meant. No, I think, but no. So the 2014 Game Awards was the first one.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought it was earlier.
And so and I don't think the Phantom Pain was out yet. Or maybe
probably
it
not.
came out. No, because it would have won like some big award that year, and it didn't. Yeah, no, it came out the next year. But yeah, still crazy. Yeah, still crazy.
Yep.
Moving on, PlayStation Experience presents. Roger, you are very down on this. Explain why.
The entire thing? Yeah, it was a trash, terrible thing. So okay, here's the problem is that they didn't go full canceling of panel thing. Like they made it sound like there's going to be announcements. They made it sound like it's going to be something that you're going to want to watch, but they just made it sound like it's going to be a little bit more casual. It was totally not that. It was a keynote talk. It was a talk where they casually announced like 2 indie games, and that was it. And
they didn't even announce them. Donut County was already announced.
Okay, fine.
I've seen that game before.
Donut County, and what was the other ones that they announced? What are the other crap that they announced during this?
They announced Jupiter and Mars, but no, Donut County was already announced, and Jupiter and Mars was probably already announced too.
Yep. Okay. Did they talk about anything else? I feel like there's something else that we missed.
Okay, so they showed. I have a lot of the games here. They showed the BlazBlue fighting game or BlazBlue or whatever game. They showed Detroit Become Human.
Yeah.
Great presentation.
That was really great.
That was the highlight of the show.
Yeah.
Last Guardian VR they announced.
Yeah.
Medieval remaster.
Yeah, and they did it in the fashion where he opened up his shirt and like the thing is that the sad thing is that when he was opening up the shirt, it just had like the top of like a moon or something like that. So it looked like a circle, and I thought it was going to be 3 circles, and I thought it was going to be Splinter Cell. And that was a real thought that came through my mind, and then I got real sad. Yep, that's how desperate I am.
I had no idea what it was going to be, but yeah, you're so desperate. No, I want Jack and Daxter or like Spyro or something. Yeah. But Medieval, I mean, I've never played the first one. I really only know about him from PlayStation All-Stars. Like,
yeah, me too. I only knew he exists from that too.
Yeah. I guess we were too young. Monster Hunter World was shown with a Mega Man crossover, which kind of looked cool. And that game like looks really good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
Virtual reality. I don't know. That like I like Rick and Morty. So
yeah, that's been around.
That could be cool. I don't have VR though. Yeah, they showed Soul Calibur 6 again.
They showed the entire.
Wipeout.
Oh, sorry.
No, you can.
No, I was just gonna say they had the entire. I didn't have a joke. It was just like I thought you paused for a little bit. I was gonna say they showed the entirety of the freaking Death Stranding trailer again. Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah.
Wipeout Omega Collection VR.
VR now. That's a big announcement. Oh my god.
Which is I mean, like I know it's VR and like George Cruz is the only one that actually cares. About VR.
Because he literally invested his entire savings in a VR company.
Yeah. Wait, seriously?
No.
No, I just saw that he bought one.
Oh yeah.
Recently. But that game, like, if I'm gonna get like a VR headset, that game is definitely on the list of what I want to play. Like,
yeah,
that'd be bonkers.
Oh my god,
so fast, like,
and like edging the turns.
Like that's the perfect VR game.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be perfect. Like that and like Resident Evil would be like.
Oh my god, that's the thing. I want to buy Resident Evil, but like I think I need a PSVR for it. I played it once on PSVR at New York Comic Con. That was like life changing. So like.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
That'd be so crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. So like I don't think I could ever play that game without a PSVR.
How much? Like. Though, if it was $200, that'd be a solid deal, you know?
Oh, for
How much does it cost to buy PSVR?
I think it was like down to.
You can play Skyrim on that.
It was down to $300, during Best Buy sales.
Right now, you can buy
Black Friday.
You can buy just like the VR headset and like the box or whatever, but no like Move controllers or anything like that for $270.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I already have the camera, but I need the Move controllers and like. But that'd basically be it. You can buy like the Worlds bundle that like I guess is discontinued for $380.
Jeez.
You can get the Gran Turismo Sport bundle for like $300. Skyrim bundle is expensive though. That's $450.
I never want to play that game in VR.
No.
I feel like
it'd be janky.
I could say I just don't like the teleporting thing. Like that, like I get it, but then again, maybe okay, again, like this is
in Skyrim you'd teleport.
Yeah, I think so.
In Skyrim VR.
Yeah.
That'd break the game.
Well, it's just short distances. Like it's just like so you can move around, but you know what I mean.
That's
like,
so weird.
But like that's what you have to do because it's like that you have to get around like people throwing up all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. I'm not for it. I mean. Like that's the only thing. Like we haven't perfected a movement in these games, so that's the problem. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. How was it in Resident Evil? How is it in Resident Evil 7?
I don't know. I think it's just regular. But for all disclosure, the New York Comic Con demo that I was showed was just like you're sitting in a chair, so there's no movements at all.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. But yeah, Wipeout and like Resident Evil 7, like that'd be a good combo right there.
Yeah.
And then like they showed off some like other like indie games and stuff like that. I guess a bit here and there, but nothing like we saw Spider-Man a bit, Shadow of the Colossus, God of War.
Yeah, no date for God of War though.
Yeah, which is surprising, especially with the like PSN.
Yeah, where it said sort of March 2nd, and that's like people were screaming it out, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about." Like, okay, why don't you just announce it? Like, what are you waiting for? It's weird.
That guy sounded like he really wanted his game delayed. Like
Dude,
every other sentence
he was.
I know, but like he looked defeated inside. All right.
He's also he probably hasn't slept in 3 days, so.
Exactly, but like I'm just saying, like, he brought up asking for his game to be delayed.
Yeah.
Like every other sentence, and like I was starting to feel bad for this guy.
It's just like when I joke about just wanting
surprised.
to just fucking just not be here.
Yes,
How
sure.
at the ending of every sentence, how I'm just end it, just end.
Roger, you have a lot to live for. Please don't feel this way.
All right, it was a gag. Yeah, it was funny. He was funny. It wasn't a thing.
Yeah, he was funny. I just thought, yeah, and like I thought it was funny. But I don't know. But yeah, as a whole, like, and I see what people are saying with like, no, I like the show. Like, it was fun to put like faces to these games. Like, it was a cool experience. But it's definitely like, I would much rather have like, get rid of Paris Games Week like you've done every other year, and like have a banger of a conference.
Me too. Yep.
With PlayStation Experience. Like, it's always like so good. Or it had been in the past. There was one year where it was kind of bad, I think. But
last year,
like,
maybe.
It's just, yeah, I think so. It's always been like just a lot of like fun.
Yeah, it's the energy.
Like, it's always,
it's like finally we're getting rewarded. Like, okay, we are the fans. We're gonna get these huge reveals. We're gonna be in the studio in the stadium or whatever. Like, it's supposed to be like the inside access thing, and it just feels like this was like, if you were gonna do this, that's totally great. But then just say it's not a presentation at all. Don't even mention announcements. Like, just position it and say, like, this is not what this is. Don't worry about it.
I wouldn't even, like, do it. Like, just make more panels where, like, you talk about stuff like this.
Yeah, and to talk about...
Don't even make a big show out of it.
Yeah, and there was an announcement now. They were talking about The Last of Us at a panel, and Last of Us 2 apparently is 50 to 60% done, and we're also going to see it at E3 2018 for sure. So that probably means gameplay, which is good.
Yes.
So the game.
That means it's probably going to come out 2019.
Sure. Yeah, probably 2019, early 2019, late 2018 or early 2019. Probably early 2019. I would say I would probably guess like March.
That's when the first game came out, or
like
early,
February, March.
Yeah, I think it was like. Really, I don't think it was February. I think it was one of the M months. I don't know. We can find out. But. Yeah, I'm so excited for that game. Easily my most anticipated.
No, we're totally wrong. It was June 2014. I mean, June 2013.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was on the later end of the spectrum, but dang, that's dope. Shout out to games that come out in the summer. Not a fan?
Nah, I'm more of a fan.
Dude, I have nothing to do in the summer.
I mean, recently I've been having a lot to do in the summer. I like it more in the winter. I feel like I have less to do in the winter.
Really? With school and everything, like, the summer, it's just
I'm just so depressed. I mean, it's seasonal depression and shit. I feel like that works out, like, better.
I guess.
Like, if you're, like, if you just do nothing. Like, I feel like I'm more inside.
So you're more depressed in the summer than you are in the winter?
Yeah, but, like, this winter has already been rough on me. But, like...
I guess.
But I mean, like, but not even beside the events that happened. Like, I'm just, like, I don't know, like, I'm feeling more sad than ever because of that. No, I wasn't trying to make like. Yeah. I just think it's just like, I think the weather is affecting me for the first time in a while.
Okay. Yeah. Because that's what I hear. Like, and I mean, you hear it about Seattle all the time. Like, like weather will totally like ruin your mood or whatever.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they need
it's
like
so consistent.
Yeah,
so.
It's ridiculous. That's what like I was talking to someone about that, and they're like, "Oh, I want to move to Seattle. It's so happy." I'm like, "It's not how that works, buddy." But sure, you do you though.
Well, but yeah, I don't know. PlayStation Experience. I see why people are excited about it. I see why people are really mad about it. But I don't know. It just felt like a sort of a cop out in a way, and it felt thrown together and dragged on. Like they were like, "Hey, let's talk about all of the panels that you can watch this weekend. Like hey, did you hear about the panel? Hey, have you heard about this show thing you can see on the show floor?" Like, they've never done that in the past, and I know it's different, but, like, it felt so unnecessarily dragged on.
And for an event that was, like, trying to, like show all their corporate faces in front of everyone and make it, like, very relaxed and, like, intimate, it felt very corporate in a lot of ways. which
definitely.
which I felt was the weirdest thing, was that like it was a half measure. Like you had these moments where like, oh, you were having like intricate, like nice conversations with these developers, especially the God of War guy, but then you bring people on, it was just like bland, and it was like clearly like, okay, we want you to go to this thing and take this photo with this thing.
Yeah, and like nothing against Sid Schumann, but like put Game Over Greggy on stage, or like give a
no. I think
Game Over Greggy.
No, I think that Sid is working with what he's got. Honestly, like I felt like he had.
But
he's probably told.
He works for PlayStation, and yeah, I know that like that's what he's told to like present the way he is, but like it feels like so like, and like I'm sure he's a great like presenter, but like him working at PlayStation and being such like so much so like he literally works for PlayStation. Like I feel like it'd be more beneficial and more like down to earth if you had somebody that didn't work for PlayStation up there.
Yeah, I think that makes sense though. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I can see that.
That was a big portion of it. Like that's why.
I think it was a better
like PlayStation broadcast. Like I don't know.
I think it's a bigger problem. I think it was a better idea rather to see Greg interview everyone afterwards, because he was asking the real questions. Like he was asking like,
yeah,
and like he got real answers. Like I think that was more important. But I do agree. I feel like maybe a host. I understand their reasoning though, is because like they wanted maybe the interviewing to go to Greg, and then maybe for the main part they wanted to promote someone, show someone that is hired to do that.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
And I mean, but if you're doing like something that's down to earth, don't make your down to earth presentation like feel so corporate branded. Like let it be like an interview like that's like legitimate, and like where Greg Miller will ask like real questions.
Yeah,
and like it won't feel like so corporate. Like if you want it to be down to earth, like I felt like that's what they were going for, and it just didn't come across that way.
Yep, that makes sense. I do agree. Also, it's hard for me to listen to the PlayStation blogcast too, because of that.
Yeah,
it's just like it's certain part like you're doing your job, so like you can't necessarily say what you need or yada yada, and it becomes like this whole corporate crap. So yeah, I do agree with you though. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I hope next year they decide to maybe change it up.
Yeah,
and get rid of Paris Games Week again. But
hopefully, or just do both and figure it out.
I'd rather have a banger, like a straight banger of a show at PlayStation Experience, and no Paris Games Week.
Yeah, that's right.
Like all of the best announcements, like from both in one.
Because the fans need it, man. Like they need it. Like if you're going to a show, you're spending thousands of dollars. Like I want you to see like the biggest announcement ever. Like I think that's only fair. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Moving on, Roger.
Yes, Caleb.
It's time for Kendrick Lamar Watch.
This stick ain't free.
Oh, Roger, tell me about the collector's edition.
Now it's
for Kendrick Lamar's latest album.
Damn. First things first. I have a Kendrick Lamar hat now. I
can't see it. Send me a picture of it.
Hey, guess what?
Right.
Yeah, I'll take a
selfie on screen.
I can't. I don't know where it is now. Now it's in this house for sure, but I don't know where it is. I will look.
Does it? Hold up.
You can see.
Was the selfie you posted today?
Yeah, from Alex. Yeah, I have it on.
In that hat. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see.
It says this. It says pray for me, and the back says damn. It's really great. I like it a lot.
Oh, good.
Fantastic. I also got a damn shirt, which is really nice, and they also sent me a tote bag. I don't think I bought the tote bag, but they sent it to me, so that's good.
Nice.
So I think I actually had to pay for it, so I guess they just sent me something for free by accident, which is dope.
Amen.
So yeah, I got that hat. Whatever. So now Kendrick Lamar, the genius that he is, you know what I mean, Caleb?
Yeah.
He's always out here innovating, and of course he sat there and he was just like, and he's making this amazing album, and he's like, let's make it reverse. Okay, cool. But you know what? Let's sell it again. Let's sell it again to everyone, physical and digital. And let's just rearrange the track orders and put actually nothing extra. And his infinite wisdom, he released this, and man, like it's just really changed my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No.
It has?
No, it actually hasn't.
Yeah?
No, sorry, buddy. No, it's a clear money grab. It's bullshit that people have to buy it, digitally, at least. I think it's a cool physical edition, especially vinyl.
I thought you were excited for this.
CD. I was excited because I saw an extra image of Kendrick Lamar, and there was rumors that it was going to be 4 minutes longer. But it's actually the same album, which is unfair to everyone. I think that is, especially that it's available digital again.
Yeah.
You could just do the same thing with a frickin' playlist. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
you literally made a playlist like the day the first album came out.
I did, yeah. So I don't know, man. It's weird. It's stupid. I think it's a cool physical edition. If I get it, if I get the damn album, it's going to be the physical edition, just because I love that image of him. My favorite response in a Reddit thread was someone said, "He looks like someone that's going to come up to you and ask you for a cigarette." Which I thought was not wrong in that image. Not wrong. But yeah. So I think it's cool that he did it, but it's not cool that the way that he rolled it out. And also, hopefully, this isn't the indicator that we're not going to get Untitled Master 2 or more music from him this year, 2018. So we'll see. But yeah, that's the news. But Caleb,
Roger,
what have you been doing? Reading, listening to, just watching, just you know, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, Roger.
You know what I mean?
Are you the baby from Death Stranding? Oh jeez.
What about that?
Oh, that note. Oh, it's unnecessary. I read Batman Year One again today because I kind of forgot what happened in it. That book is like, have you read it?
No, I think I watched the movie.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I didn't.
Roger, you're messing up. Dude.
I don't think I read it or watched it.
Dude, you'd love it.
Really?
It's amazing. It's just as much so Commissioner Gordon's story as it is a Batman story. Mm-hmm. And it is so good. And unlike most comics where like it's hard for me to go back and read like old comics because the art style can be so off-putting sometimes. The art style for Year One is so good, and it stands the test of time. It's beautiful, such a beautiful book, and the action scenes are like really well illustrated. Frank Miller is really good at writing action, but yeah, it's like it's split between the perspectives of Gordon and Batman in a really interesting way, and you get to see like his psychoses and like. It's really good. It looks
beautiful. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, it is so beautiful. The artist David Mazzucchelli or something like that. I butcher the name. Mm-hmm. But his art is just wonderful. Really simplistic, or not simplistic, but really like. It was stylish in its own way, I guess. I don't know. I can't describe it. But the Batman black and white statue. That he did is really good. I think that's gonna be the next one I try to get. But yeah, like it's such a good book, and I won't spoil anything for you. But yeah, it's
here's the problem with it, is that am I going to get something new out of this? Or is it going to be something that I've already seen a million times? Because this seems like the basis for a lot of people's Batman stories.
Yeah, and it is, but it's totally new because you don't see a Lieutenant Gordon or Commissioner Gordon series like have you ever heard a story that's like focused on Gordon?
Oh yeah, Gotham, right?
I guess, but like it's completely different. Mm-hmm. Like Gotham is way different from this.
Yeah, and so, that was a joke, by the way. But yeah, no, I get you.
yeah. But no, from like. That perspective, like it's worth it alone. And like there isn't like a main villain in this book really. Like he's fighting the police force more than anything. Which is really good. I totally think you get something unique out of it. But you do see a lot of those callbacks. There's a fly in my room and it's really annoying. But
kill it.
You do see it. I would, but like I don't want to be clapping a lot and stuff. I don't know. But it just flies past the webcam every once in a while. But you see a ton of callbacks like in like the Dark Knight trilogy and everything like that. But it's so much more, and I think it's important like book to read like as a Batman fan. Like I don't know.
You need to watch. You need to read it.
Yeah, and I think you do get enough like unique out of it. Like Death and Family. Like I wouldn't say you'd need to read that. Like if you just know what happens in that storyline, I don't think you need to read it because I don't think it's well written or well. Like I don't think it's illustrated well at all either. Like I think it's actually a fairly bad book. It just happens to
be very integral in Batman's mythos.
Yeah, it tells a story that's like important in the Batman universe, but it's not a very good book. And like but like with this, like I think it's a wonderful book, really well illustrated, and I think you get enough new out of it. Like I reread it and I've read it once before and I'd forgotten what happened, and like it was like completely new to me.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I think you pick up. I think it's new enough.
Interesting.
So,
and while I was looking up A Death in the Family, I found A Death in the Family Rick and Morty crossover that someone drew. Interesting.
Okay, it is like Morty in Rick's arms or something.
No,
or
it's
like...
actually a spoiler for another character that dies.
Oh, okay.
But it's really really it's disturbing, Caleb.
I'll look it up right now. But yeah, I definitely think you should read it.
Okay. That sounds good. Should I want to watch the animated movie though, Caleb.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
that's funny. But yeah, I mean, you can do that if you don't like to read, I guess. But I mean, I just like I like comics a lot, and I don't know. I haven't seen a lot.
No, I'm
of
kidding.
those.
I'll read it. Yeah.
I don't have it on Comixology though, so sorry about that.
Are you apologizing? No,
but like I don't know.
The Dark. I mean, Grinch. I haven't actually read the book, but the Dark Knight. The
Returns.
Yeah, that one was really good.
That book is so good.
Yeah, but
I think
as
a movie, I think you are fine watching the movie and not reading that, because the art style for The Dark Knight Returns is like really like abstract and kind of like crazy. And I got over it, and it's not nearly as bad as like a lot of other older comics. But like it's definitely, I don't think it's for everybody at all. Like I don't.
Yeah,
think
it's very 90s.
Yeah,
and also I think that it's a big. I completely lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I think that's one where you could totally watch the animated movie. But here, I feel like I think you'd enjoy reading it.
Interesting.
But maybe Roger, just watch the movie. Like just watch
interesting. I mean, the one thing that I think we could both agree on is that never watch the Killer Joke one instead of reading the Killing Joke, because that just seems like a mess.
Oh yeah, doesn't Batman like get it on with?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And it just makes a definitive ending where it doesn't need to be.
Who made that creative decision?
It's just bad because like they're like, oh, this is like a 30-page book. Like, how do we make this into like an hour? Like, oh,
who made that creative decision?
Who made the creative decision to make the Killing Joke over an hour long? It should be like 30 minutes.
I guess, but like,
yeah,
how did they get on? Like, that's weird.
Yeah, and I hate the art style too. It's just very generic. But yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's a really good book. Batman Year One is wonderful. Roger?
Kev, I don't know what you're asking.
What are you listening? What are you watching? What are you playing?
Shit.
What are you doing,
Caleb,
Roger?
I want KFC really bad right now.
Dude, I want KFC too. Let's meet up and order some KFC.
Shit's lit. You can order KFC at Uber Eats now.
Wow.
Making my life super dangerous. I listened to this Big Sean Metro Boomin project.
Yeah? You told me it's pretty good.
What's it called? Do you know what it's called? Exactly.
Go Legend?
No, I think it's the first track.
That is the first track. We Go Legend.
Double or Nothing. Good title. There's some really good art. I love the artwork. I think it's really good.
The artwork is really good.
It's really dope. It's very much the opposite of like a bad villain or something like that. But
yeah, it's
really great. I love it. Sorry, I meant the artwork. The music itself is pretty good. I think it's a good project, solid project. Here's the thing that I've been saying for years, and I saw it go like semi-viral. I think on Twitter, someone's like that Big Sean is like the Black G-Eazy. And that is so true, and I've been saying this for years. He is the Black G-Eazy.
I guess, but like, and I kind of like G-Eazy.
Here's the thing about G-Eazy: I hate G-Eazy, and that means that
I know you do.
So that means you can't.
That's why I kind of like it.
Yeah, exactly, because you're going opposites, right?
Yeah.
No, so that's the thing. Like, I think you gotta accept and understand that Big Sean is cheesy as hell and corny as hell, and you'll have a good time with this project, because I like Metro Boomin a lot. I lot. I think he's really great. Metro Boomin, for the first time in a long time, shows real growth as like an artist. He's using samples and like really like going deeply into making a different type of tune with some tracks. Yeah. So like you see some progression with him in this album. Big Sean has some of the worst, corniest wordplay ever. They're
so bad. It's not even wordplay. He's just saying stupid things.
Okay, first things first, I just want to say that the song, shit, I need to find the track list for this, because it's just so bad. So what do you think about it? Did you listen to it?
I listened to a bit of it because Caleb Fine is like freaking obsessed with Big Sean. And he was hyping this, like, he's hyping Go Legend like so hard. He was like, this is gonna be the #1 on the charts within the week, like, I'll bet you money. Jesus. I told him I'd take him up on that bet. Yeah. But he was like, it's the best song of the year, like, it's gonna be so good, like, I love Big Sean so much. And I listened to it, and maybe it's just because I came into it wanting to hate it, but I do not like it at all. Like,
really?
The lyrics are so bad.
Yeah, they are.
And like, the production is like really good. Like, I think Metro Boomin is good on it, but like Big Sean is just like hard for me to listen to now. Like, I think he's really good at making like one kind of a song. Like,
yeah. But that's the reason why I like it, though, is that I feel like he is really great at making one type of song, and that's the entire.
None of the songs are even good versions of the songs that I actually like from Big Sean. Like, there isn't like a bounce back, like.
But I think it's
equivalent.
Close, though. No, I think there isn't like that pop banger like that you're gonna get like #1 necessarily. But yeah. I think that I think Big Sean's weak spots is when he tries to be like R&B, like singing type rap. I think he is better as an aggressive, like trying to at least like out rap you, because he has a great flow. He has a good voice. The song that comes to mind is, I think, Jump Off the Roof. I think something like that.
Yes.
On his last album, which was absolutely atrocious because it has a great beat. And then he just goes, I should jump off the roof, or some shit like that. Like, so I think that is
it the one where it's like, I think I'm ready to jump out the window.
Yeah. Like, it's a cool melody, but like, I think that the way the beat was going,
song. I actually like that song.
Here's the thing, like the way that beat was going, it could have been like a dope banger. And I think that I don't know. Like,
I actually like that song. I don't know. What are you? So. I'll go back. I'll listen. What are the tracks that you like off of that?
So I have the track list open. I should have it open. I did have it open before something happened. So I don't have the track list. I'm gonna look up the track list. What's like like something that pops up to you as one of the better tracks on the album?
I don't know. I wasn't like, I came into this thinking that Go Legend was gonna be the greatest song of all time, like song of the year. And it was like fine. So like, and like, I don't know. I kept listening to it, but none of the songs like really stood out. I guess I was doing homework at the same time, so like a lot of the times, and
everything like mixes together. Yeah.
So I don't know.
So I'm looking at the track list right now. I think All or Nothing's really good, actually.
All or Nothing. Okay.
I'm not, sorry, not All or Nothing. Go Legend. Go Legend.
Oh. Okay.
I think Go Legend's really great. I think that another big one is Pull Up in Iraq. I think that's a really great. That was the single. The song with Young Thug is also really fantastic, and the song with Swali is also really good. reason. The weak song on the entire thing is so good. I hate that song to death. I hate listen, I'm fine with you talking about sex and music for sure. Like, I'm totally down with that. Like, that's great. And like, I think that there's really great artistic ways you can talk about sex, but like, I hate when songs like this and oh crap, Run the Jewels had a song like it, All Day, no sorry, all Night, I think, something like that, where it's just these crass songs about like just having sex, and it's just like so gross, and it's just like, it comes off as like you're oversharing. Like, I don't want to know about Big Sean's sex life. Like, that is something that when I lay at night, no man, like, okay, I lay at night and I'm not thinking like, hey man,
what about like,
I need to get off on some Big Sean.
Lil Wayne's.
Dude, I definitely don't want to hear Lil Wayne's sex life. Like, that is something that I actually, like, vehemently would... Like, Killer Mike is something I totally don't want to hear either. Like, that's the thing. Like when he was, like,
Kendrick Lamar.
No.
What about, like... Okay, G-Eazy. Famous for saying he had 300 one-night stands in 1 year.
I believe that. You don't believe that?
Yeah. No, I believe that. He said, like... I forget, one of the lines in that song is like, pick up a girl from the mic stand or something like that. Like, I don't know.
My favorite line...
Like, I believe that. Do you want to hear about his
here's the thing.
life?
There's a line, right? Like, when Travis Scott says... I don't want to hear about Travis Scott's sex life. He goes a little bit further on it.
I feel like he'd be interesting.
He goes too far in the song Love Galore, where he says, I want to plant my seed inside you. That is something I don't want to hear about. But I am fine with it because it's a really great song, and he doesn't really go too deep. But... when Travis Scott also says, you know, I just hit a 3-peat, F3 bitches I met this week. Like, that's funny. Like, that's a good line. Like, that's a good line. Like, that's a good line about sex. But I don't want to hear Killer Mike say, you know, she had my dick in her mouth all day. I don't want to hear that. Like, Killer Mike, come on, my dude.
Yeah, no. What about, like, J. Cole, who...
I don't want to hear that either.
I think has had, like, some... I feel... But, like, what about, like, Wet Dreams? Like, which is a song that, like...
Okay, that song goes too far, too, sometimes. I don't want to hear about a 15-year-old version of your engorged penis. I don't want to hear that. Like, I definitely don't want to hear him...
I don't want to hear whether or not he's 15.
Him talking about a high school version of him jerking off to figure out how to have sex. That is something that I do not want to hear, Caleb.
No, you don't think that's a good song?
No, it's a good song. It's a good song. It's a
it's a
really great song. I don't want to hear it though. If I were to choose things that I want to hear today, a rapper's sex life is something that I don't want to hear. No, I don't care if it's from a woman or man. I don't want to hear Cardi B talking about getting head either. I don't want to talk about here.
I think that's funny. I think that's just
it was funny at first because
I think Cardi B, like, I think she can do it. Like,
is
for her.
good. No, I'm all for. Don't get me wrong, Caleb. Don't paint me the wrong way. I am all for equality in talking about it and being open about sex and everything. I'm totally for that. Yeah. I just don't like it with any rapper. I think it gets to a point where it gets too gross and like intricate. Like, if you're talking, like, generally, like, I screwed someone, or I haven't, like, in the words of Kendrick Lamar, I fuck so much, I can't remember, I can't remember anymore, or something like that. The famous words, clearly, because I can't remember it. Yeah. So, I don't know, Caleb, is what I'm trying to get at, is that I think that there's a line, and that song, So Good, is terrible, because of it. Okay. You remember that song, right?
Vaguely,
where it's like, where it's like, it's so good, like, it's so good he's gonna drop out of school and shit like that, and not work, whatever. Again, it's a sentiment that's been said before. The rest of it is pretty good. I like it. I think it's good. It's a solid project from Metro Boomin. I think his last project went from... I think he's going a little bit more trendsetter. He's trying to mix with the right artists. And he's able to do that because he's a producer, so he's able to put a lot more content out necessarily. So I think he's trying to test the waters. He has a project with Offset and 21, which is fantastic, by the way. I think that's one of the best projects of the year.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good. Yeah, that's an amazing set, and him and Nav isn't that good. Metro Boomin and Nav. I think Metro Boomin took a wrong swing on that one. He thought that Nav was gonna be way bigger than he was. way better than he was. So it didn't end up great. But this one is pretty solid. I'm excited to see where he goes next year. I think that it would be great to see him with like a new up and coming rapper, something interesting. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, that's fair. La La Land. I watched that movie.
People hate it.
People really, really hate that movie.
What do you think about it?
And you know, like, I loved it. I mean, like, I know I'm just treading on the same thing. Originally I wasn't a big fan of it. Like the first 15 minutes of that movie, I don't think are very interesting. It's not until I assume you know, like, it's a love story, right?
I can tell.
So it's not very good until you get to like when their relationship actually starts.
Interesting.
Or at least until you get to the Ryan Gosling.
Really?
part.
Okay. People
Like,
said that he was like the worst part of that film.
No. Like I thought Emma Stone, like, it focuses on her to open the movie, and then like goes on a section that like focuses on Ryan Gosling, and I thought that's when it got interesting. Like I was not a fan of like her like life to begin with or anything.
Interesting.
And then when they introduced Ryan Gosling, that's when it started to get good, and that's when I like started to like fall in love with the movie, and it just keeps going. It is such. I think you would.
Is
would
it
love
sad
it.
at the ending?
The ending, yeah.
God. Caleb, you know I can't take hits like this.
Now, I think it's one of... No, I think
Okay.
you would love it. I think it's one of the best endings I've
Really?
seen in anything, like, outside of The Last of Us. Like,
Interesting.
I think it is one of the greatest endings, like, in cinema history. No, it's wonderful. Watch it, Roger. Watch it. Okay, please. Now, and I don't even think the music's like even that great. Like it has one or two songs. Like the main song that runs throughout the whole thing, like "City of Stars," it is really good, and like their theme is really good. But I don't think it's like the soundtrack's really even that great. But just the story tells is so
for a musical.
Good.
There's been a dramatic lack of talking about the musical part of it.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I understand because I don't think the soundtrack's that great outside of that song. Do you know any of the actors or actresses in the movie outside of Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone?
Nope, not at all.
There's one appearance where when this person showed up, I literally laughed out loud.
Oh God, I'm so excited.
And the way that they handle race in that movie is kind of weird. Like I just as a side note, I just wanted to put that out there. Like it's kind of like questionable in a way. Like I don't know. Watch the movie. Tell me what you think. I looked up some things about it, and like I see different sides of the argument. But the main thing to say is that the argument is there. So that argument needs to be addressed in some way for people. So I don't think I'm alone in thinking it was at least weird.
Yeah,
how racist
that was a huge deal around the Oscars. Not even the fact that it was nominated and around La La Land and stuff like that, yada yada. But like people were very weirded out by the way that it presented race.
Yeah, like it's just weird to me. So I don't know. I'm like I see both sides, and I don't even know if it's like the way they present it is really a bad thing, but I don't know. And I wouldn't call it a cameo, like this person plays a big role, but when you see them, you'll know the person I'm talking about, and it made me laugh out loud, and they have a fairly large role.
Yeah. All right. Interesting. I'm excited because now I'm just feel tempted to just Google it because I don't know when I'm going to see this, but okay.
No,
fine,
please don't.
Fine.
Please don't pirate the movie.
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
I'll say it. I don't. They've made their money. Everybody on that movie has made their money. You're only giving royalties to the people that already have money. All right. Nobody is making.
Take down the man.
That doesn't have money is making more money by you pirating this movie. I am entirely against piracy. All right.
Same.
I am like one of the few people I know that actually has a Blu-ray collection.
Yeah.
All right. Like I go out of my way to buy Blu-rays. I'm all for purchasing media, but Roger, if you aren't going to watch it within the next week any other way,
it's not even that. I can afford the movie. It's just that I don't know necessarily if that's what I'm in the mood for right now.
Roger, I didn't think I was in the mood for it either, and then I watched it, and like it just tells such a wonderful story, and the ending is so good, and I just want to see your reaction to this person being in the movie.
Interesting. If it's not Michael B. Jordan, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Roger, it's not God. Michael B. Jordan, and now that you say, I'm really disappointed. But it is someone I think it's not that far of a drop. All right.
Have we talked about them on this podcast?
Not that far off. Probably not. But I know that you will think it's like funny as well. And maybe not funny, but like kind of out of place to the point where it's like funny and jarring. Like I didn't know this person was in the movie, and I laughed out loud because of it. Like I just thought like it was just like random and weird. It might be on HBO, and it might even be on Netflix. I think you can stream it though.
If it's on one of the streaming services, I pretty much have a password to probably all of them.
Okay, HBO, try that one first, because I know it was on HBO, but I think it's on HBO. Off, and then
yeah, it's on HBO.
Will you watch it tonight? Or tomorrow morning?
No promises.
Do it,
Interesting.
Roger, please. Do it for me. I'll consume any media you want. Any movie you want.
I don't know if this is a fair trade. We'll see.
Just saying.
We'll see, Caleb. Also, just for everyone knowing, if I'm looking off screen the entire time, it's because I'm on my laptop, because we're filming this on my laptop, so I have my webcam looking at me at a straight-on angle, and I'm looking to the side. Sorry about that, guys. And I'm communicating with Caleb through the webcam and things like that, just making sure everything is good with my OBS. Caleb, I saw some of The Punisher.
Yeah,
I thought it was.
I really.
I thought it was really good
that.
so far. I think it's like the best form of what it could be. It's political espionage and intrigue and stuff like that. Greater conspiracy type stories, which I think is really great. The portrayal of the Punisher is fantastic. Frank Castle is portrayed in a really great way by Jon Bernthal. As it's just a continuation from where Daredevil is. He brings that same emotion, he brings the same character, and it's super fleshed out. It's amazing. I think it's for sure like a step in the right direction, going back from I think the weak season of Defenders and Luke Cage and stuff. Iron Fist, not Luke Cage.
Yeah,
Luke Cage is really good.
Yeah.
So it just seems like they're getting back on track, and like the Punisher, I feel like could have went either way. It could have went really uninspired and bland and just boring, or it could have went super really like dope, and they focused on it because it was something that they had their minds on, like in season 1 of Daredevil. But I think that they've really like found the right actor, they found the right storylines, and so far I think I'm like 5 episodes in. Like it's a slowish burn, but like it's way interesting, and I think I'm way more into it than I am Daredevil or anything like that as of recently. So I think it's like a really good reset, like a good middleman. Like everyone craps on how we need less superhero stuff. I think that we just need better superhero stuff, and really going into the deep edges
different
of stuff.
Things.
Yeah, I think that this is like totally what this franchise needed.
Good. Yeah, now that I think about it, like it could have very easily been like a throwaway show.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh my god, yeah. It could have been. It'd
be so easy to do that with the Punisher.
Yeah, they could have just made him like an assassin or whatever, like how he is later on, in some older fashion.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's just really great. I think it's. I don't have much to say necessarily in terms of because a lot of it will be spoilers, but they really just handled it very well. To go in a dark direction for like 3 seconds, it just made me really sad seeing this show and just being like, remember how like it was such a big deal around New York Comic Con, how they had to like, or I think it was regular Comic Con or whatever, one of the Comic Cons, about the whole shooting and everything, and then like we just forgot about that. Like that's all I have to say. Like I don't want me to bring it. It has nothing to do with the show. The show's really great, but like it's just sad how we all as a nation kind of just move on from one thing to the other. That's just really depressing. But the show's really great. I think if you watch the Marvel stuff, you are definitely going to be watching this, and I think you have a better time. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I really liked his character in Daredevil.
I was actually not that big of a fan of it necessarily. Yeah, like I just felt like he was like fine, like he was there. Like I just felt like his greater purpose in Daredevil season 2 felt like a lot of like, let's just throw him in here to make Punisher the show. It didn't feel as like motivated to me, at least when looking back at it.
I guess. I don't know. The Daredevil has easily been like my favorite of their Netflix shows so far. It'd probably go Daredevil,
Luke Cage,
probably really close with Jessica Jones. I know you don't like Jessica Jones, but it's really close.
Did you see the teaser or trailer for the next season?
No, I didn't. I might have. It
didn't show anything that interesting.
No, I think I saw it. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. But yeah, Daredevil's easily been my favorite of the shows. So I hope I like this.
I think you will.
Are there any fun cameos?
Nothing that you haven't known already. Karen is in it.
Okay.
I assume there's going to be probably more. Probably what's her face is going to be in it. Nurse. What's her name? Whatever.
Yeah, it sucks that we only know her as the nurse. But
I mean, her character is Night Nurse, so whatever. But yeah, it's really good. I think you should I think you would like it for sure. It's a good sit back and like mystery type show. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. All right.
Is that it? I guess we don't have 3 things. Yeah, I think that's it. Sorry for being so late. We're gonna have to edit this and everything, but yeah, it should be up. This should be up Monday, hopefully. We'll see.
Yeah, Monday, or even if you're done on Sunday. I mean, you just
throw it on up there.
Export that.
Throw it on up there. I'm hungry as hell.
Yeah. Order some KFC
man.
from Uber Eats.
I don't have money now. I gotta buy Christmas shit. And your boy is poor. We'll figure it out. I just forgot.
What are you gonna buy? What are you gonna buy your familia?
I don't know. I mean, I already bought my little brother concert tickets to Tyler the Creator and Vince Staples. But he already knows about that though. So I think I'm gonna buy. My dad wants a hat, so I'm gonna buy my hat. And I don't know what mom wants. I don't know what she's gonna get. But I'll give her something. Figure it out. How about you?
Buy her. I don't even know, man. I want to get my brother he's the reason I like sneakers and stuff like that, and like he's really one of the only people I talk about sneakers with. And so I'd like to get him like a really nice pair of sneakers. But I don't know, that'd be expensive, and that'd really be like one of the only gifts I could like get somebody this year. Yeah. And I know the rest of my family like won't mind.
Yeah,
like I don't have like a steady paying job. So I don't they wouldn't mind at all. But like it's nice to actually like give stuff
for
to
sure.
People. I don't know. I do a lot of handmade gifts around the Christmas season. Like I like to paint things for people or like write.
See, that's
stuff.
the thing. Like I also have a Secret Santa that me and my friends are doing. And I got someone in my group that's like really like artistic and interesting, but like it's hard because I want to do something handmade, but I'm just like not inclined that way. I'm a pretty dope gift giver, but it's just like artistically I'm like, I don't know, like it would just be rip the threads or something like that. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I agree with you.
Maybe try both. Maybe like something they like, and like buy them something you know, and then make something. Like I don't know.
What was I gonna say? And I'm on the opposite spectrum right now. Like I have a job for the first time in a while, which is good. So I can actually like give back to some people that have helped me out this year, which is really nice.
Nice. Yeah. Speaking of jobs, I want to talk to you about something. No, not related to you.
No, you're not allowed to talk to me after the show.
Oh. All right. Well. All right.
This has been bonus points episode points 88. If you have some questions, leave them down below. We have a helpline, 1-800-444-BONUS. Don't call that number. I don't know where it goes. That's it. RajFormer.com, Caleb Scythomal, CalebTalks.com. Not Caleb Scythomal, Caleb Talks, just CalebTalks.com. Anything else? Caleb Talks on Twitter.
No.
What's up? Okay.
Yeah, Caleb underscore talks on Twitter. I'm definitely gonna be doing some writing soon. I say that every time, but no, I'm gonna do it. It's almost the new year, and so I can, like, I know people like think New Year's resolutions are like crap and stuff. I want to get something done before the new year, so I'm not one of those New Year's plebes that's like, I'm gonna start writing every single day, starting on New Year's Day #1. No, because if I start earlier, then I'm not a scrub like that.
Facts.
But I mean, in my mind, I'm like. In all reality, like, I am still a scrub like that, but I can't. Nobody can tell me that I'm a New Year's scrub like that.
Yeah,
you know?
you're trying to go from a scrub to a scrub daddy. Is what I'm trying to say.
Scrub daddy. That's even better than scrub lord.
Scrub daddy is
Scrub
an actual
daddy.
product. That's the joke.
Oh.
Bye.